So today I'm going to share with you all a few of my favorite pieces of hip hop merch. Very hard for me to just figure out which one I wanted to show first because these are all my babies. This is like one of my favorite rappers from out of Detroit, Boldy James. Quick story. I only was able or only got into Boldy because of Jay Versace. And at the time I was full. Like I'm full as far as people to listen to. I don't want to listen to nobody else. I kind of already found Griselda and Rock Marcy, and it's like, my ears are full. Like I got enough on my playlist. Everyone was like, no, you gotta listen to Boldy. You heard Price of Tea. Like I was like, I'm gonna give it a listen. I kept putting it off. Then the Versace tape came out, and I was like, my God, who is this? Like just skating track after track after track after track. And then I started jumping into his work. And I think at that time, Bo Jackson had just dropped. And then I jumped into that. And then after that, I was just hooked. While Boldy has a very relaxed and laid back flow, I love how conversational he is when he raps. And that's how I feel. It's just like a nigga just talking shit. So last year, the NBA Leather Tour came here, and the NBA Leather Tour was Action Bronson, Earl Sweatshirt, Boldy James, and The Alchemist all on one tour. This is the tour merch from that. This is Lisa Boldy James and The Alchemist. And with all the dates on the back. And of course, I love how they kept that Tecmo Bowl theme. And the name of the tour was just so outrageous. I remember my daughter seeing like the stub for it. And she was like, first they were like, you went to an NBA game. And I'm like, no, the name of the tour is called NBA Leather. Don't know what that means. Still don't know what that means. Much prayers and well wishes to Boldy as he recovers from an accident. My next favorite piece of merch comes from the opioid era. The group is from the town, aka the Seven Cities, and it's comprised of Doubt, Grunge, Gallardo, and Ambassador Rick. I ain't gonna lie, this bear, the old bottle of bear heroin, to remind you, it used to be legal here. I get a lot of questions about this shirt. This one too, also from the opioid era. If you Speaking of the Versace tape, around the same time of the Versace tape, Westside Gunn dropped Pray for Paris. And this was the merch from. Here's a tip for your white shirts. If you want to keep them white, use a little bluing. We have the Elephant Man's Bones for Rock Marciano. Now, I have not worn this yet. I'm saving, obviously, you see it short sleeve, so I'm saving it for the summertime. First of all, let's talk about this album. Number one, I played this thing from probably August when it was released up until probably January of this year. It's that good. Perfect from start to finish. So if you haven't heard it, please go hear. I thought this was very interesting. It's each part of the Elephant Man's Bones, and each part listed here is got the song title, and then on the back was my favorite line from the song, The Elephant Man's Bones. I always swore I was being tested. Child, if you know me, that's the story of my life. I always swear that this shit is a test. Did not forget about the ladies. And sometimes I wish the merch for the girls don't be it. But I have been able to purchase that I liked in support of the good sis, because her merch, the ladies' merch, it feel like somebody did just be dropping the ball when it comes to the girls, and the merch is either like merch for men or it's just not a lot of thought behind it. But nonetheless, I'm gonna support the people I love. This is from Meg. She dropped Good News. You know who, Meg the Stallion. Again, I bought this to support the girl because women's merch, that was like the best that they had, but I liked it. It was simple, not too gaudy, and it has the good news on the front. Real hot girl news. And I hope Meg is doing better, feeling better, and somewhere just recuperating. I do not skate at all, but I will collect the skateboard deck in a minute. This should be three. One that I really want, and it's like my holy grail, was in 2018, I believe. Mayhem Lauren dropped an album called Glass, and part of the merch set there was a skateboard deck. It's pretty, all white, and him holding like a gold machine gun. I really want that deck so bad. It would have rounded out this collection. But what I do have, West Side Gun, Fly God skate deck. I love this album so bad. It was only right that I got the deck, and it is also signed by West Side Gun. And again, this is Meg the Stallion, my Meg the Stallion deck, and this is for when she dropped Savage and had the remix with Beyonce. and I absolutely love this deck too. I haven't taken it out of the plastic, and one day I'm gonna find somewhere in my house where I really want to hang this. Last but not least, have my hoodie from the Love Will Get You Killed tour, and that was the Conway the Machine tour. Went to New York to see it, and baby, if you missed it, you missed it. I mean, I don't want to size it, but that's probably one of Conway's best shows. When I tell y'all, everybody, he brought everyone and their mother out. We got a mini Griselda reunion because Benny and Westside Gun popped out. He AZ. Meth and Red came and performed. Beanie Siegel and Freeway came out, and everybody that was anybody from hip hop was there that night, and it was just a moment. Love the Knicks colors for the New York show. I think they only did that drop for that show. It's comfortable. The quality don't never disappoint. And of course, it has all the tour stops, and I saw them at Webster Hall. That was probably the best show on the stop. Baby, if you missed it, you missed it. And that's that.